Good morning. Thank you for your presence to our valued partners. We are delighted to have you with us today as we announce our partnership with Poly. The COVID-19 pandemic has radically affected all facets of our lives and livelihood. From the way we work to the way we live, connect, and interact with our friends, families, and colleagues, technology has played an important role for business continuity in maintaining relationships. As work from home setup becomes a new norm, other organizations have transformed their workspaces to adapt to a hybrid work style. This shift demands a new set of tools to ensure that productivity is kept at its optimal regardless of the environment. Today, we are announcing our partnership with Poly, the leader in voice and video conference solutions. Our aim today is to share with you how we can empower the new breed of workforce and outfit the redesigned workspaces. Ultimately, we want to make every conversation meaningful and every connection lasting. Let me begin by acknowledging our executives from Poly and VST ECS. We have the Director for APAC Channel Sales, Shirish Joshi. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
The Country Manager for Poly Philippines, Henry Rodriguez.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mike.
Good morning, sir. The APAC Field Product and Competitive Intelligence Manager, Hee Bun Lo.
Hi, everyone.
The Channel Business Manager for Poly Philippines, Christoph Abellera.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning to all the partners.
Good morning. The Marketing Manager handling Southeast Asia and Korea, Poly, we have Jen Che. The Distribution and Channel Account Manager handling Southeast Asia and Korea, Clara Wong. From VST ECS, good morning. Thank you. From VST ECS, we have the President and CEO, Sir Jimmy Wu. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
The Executive Vice President and Country COO, Princess Chua. Good morning, Sass.
Hi, thanks, Mao. Good morning, everyone. Nice to see everyone here. Thank you for joining us today.
The General Manager for Commercial Technology Group 1, Arlene Singzon. Good morning, Arlene.
Awesome Tuesday, everyone.
Our third VP and Manager, Tom Pascual, Technology and Product Support Group.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Tom. The Assistant Manager, also from Technology and Product Support Group, Gary Del Castillo. Good morning. We will be giving away a number of prizes through the hashtag contest, spot game, quiz time, guess the word, and raffle draw. So we have a lot of activities for you today, partners. For the hashtag contest, please visit our VST ECS Facebook and Twitter pages. We will be posting today's event and post it on your personal walls and share the Poly story. Don't forget to use our official hashtags. That's hashtag Reinvent Productivity and hashtag VST ECS Partners with Poly. Again, our Facebook page, it's VST ECS Phils Inc. And for the Twitter, our handle is at VST ECS. We will be awarding 3 winners from each platform with the most number of likes, comments, and share on Facebook. And for Twitter, the most number of tweets will win the contest. Each winner will get a 500 Grab food voucher. Okay, for the spot game, I believe you are too familiar with the mechanics of the game. For today's activity, we have seven specially marked slides. All you need to do is watch out for this icon. You're seeing on your screen now the icon that you have to watch out for. Okay, and the first person to send us the correct slide number and the slide title will receive a 500 Grab food voucher. May I just remind everybody, to all panelists, can you please make sure that your microphone is on mute And then for the quiz time, we have 10 questions. Questions will be lifted from the presentations of our speakers. So I believe you are also familiar with the mechanics of this game. You have to listen attentively to the presentations of our speakers. And the first person to send us the correct answer will receive a 500 Grab food voucher. So we have 10 questions. Again, a reminder, for the spot game, we have 7 specially marked slides. And for the quiz time, we have 10 questions. And we also have another game that's guess the poly word. So we have 5 words containing poly. We will give you the meaning, and all you have to do is choose from the options the correct word that describes the meaning. Okay, and for the raffle, we have 3 minor prizes courtesy of Poly, and then we have a grand prize. Please take note, partners, that for you to qualify to join the raffle, you have to send us your evaluation form. So we will be sharing with you the QR code and the link for the evaluation form. So you have to submit the evaluation form for you to be counted in the raffle draw. I hope I'm clear. So let's continue. During the past few months, we have rolled out a number of distribution partnerships, which led to addition of new solutions to our portfolio. The following video will give you a glimpse of the spectrum of solutions we provide. Please watch this VST ECS corporate video. Thank you.
In a world where technologies provide the impetus for business survival, digital transformation is no longer a choice. One company that drives innovation is VST ECS Philippines Incorporated. Discover our passion. This is what drives us to continue to partner with the best and innovative brands in the ICT industry. Through the years, VST ECS has evolved to become an IT distribution powerhouse, offering an extensive breadth of solutions for retail, commercial, and enterprise markets. From our humble beginnings, we have embraced the shifts in technologies and economies to bring the best brands to our channel partners. VST ECS Philippines Incorporated, a member of the VST ECS Group. We are the leading ICT distributor in the country. We offer choices to help you grow, transform, and thrive in the new economy. Notebooks, consumer and commercial. Desktops, consumer and commercial. Virtual desktops. Workstations. Printers and copiers. Supplies. Mobility. Gadgets and accessories. Lifestyle, gaming, servers, storage, power management, 3D printing, networking, wired and wireless, software-defined network, network security, data backup and protection, big data, hyper-converged infrastructure, software CAD and graphics, software enterprise solutions, commercial digital display, IP surveillance, POS solutions, AIDC solutions, document imaging, collaboration solutions, cloud computing, containers and microservices, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and robot process automation, data center solutions and services, managed services, everything as a service, subscription, training and education, agility. The way to survive, rebound, and thrive in the new digital economy is to bend, pivot, change, and adapt to the changing times. We will be relentless to look for ways to anticipate the needs of our customers through our portfolio, infrastructure, services, and people. With the demands of the new normal, we have embraced digital technologies and online platforms for improved collaboration, enhanced customer service, and business continuity. We put greater emphasis on the well-being of our people by strictly observing and implementing health protocols. While some things may have changed due to the pandemic, our commitment to deliver greatness and serve as technology enabler remains the same. Our workplaces will be an important venue for collaboration. Technology availability, delivery of services, and business continuity. Reach. We will explore possibilities to make technologies accessible to their intended audiences. By partnering with IT retailers, online channels, corporate partners, system integrators, born in the cloud businesses, ISVs, mobility and specialty stores, and many more. Leadership. We will continue to lead in the availability of ICT solutions. We will embrace digital revolution and convergence because the true measure of our success is not summarized in the awards we have received, but in the way we have transformed businesses and individuals. Great products, great people, great solutions. Partner with us. We are VST ECS Philippines Incorporated, your link to technology.
Thank you. We continue to rewrite our corporate portfolio to address the changing business landscape and paradigm shift. To formally start our launch, please join me in welcoming the man behind the success of VST ECS, the man who's been putting all these puzzle pieces into the right places, none other than the President and CEO of VST ECS, Sir Jenico. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning and welcome to the launch of the partnership between VST ECS Philippines and Poly, or formerly Polycom and Plantronics. Well, first of all, I would like to thank Cherise, Henry, Clara, and the whole team of Poly for appointing VST ECS Philippines as their distributor. To all our partners, thank you for joining us today. The COVID-19 pandemic has really changed the way we do things. We thought that this year might be better, but with the looks of it, the pandemic scenario may be with us for a longer time, especially because of the Delta variant. We have another hard lockdown this Friday. So this pandemic has really changed the way we do things. The new normal is full of video conferencing, this kind of webinars, Zoom meetings, Microsoft Teams meetings, and WebEx meetings. So it is very important that we use the right tools so that your meetings and events are clear. Take note that it's so difficult to get the attention on the other side. We're not even sure if they're listening, okay? So Poly has a very great solution for video conferencing and webinars and meetings. And not all webcams are the same. We also need clear headsets with noise canceling. So Poly has all the tools you need for this new normal. Poly have conference phones, smart speaker phones, wired and wireless headset for BPO, call center, and offices. Nice webcam, video conferencing solutions, and all the tools you need to impress the person on the other side of the meeting. So I hope that you will all help us in promoting Poly. We will come out with many attractive promos and incentives to make it very interesting for all of you. Again, thank you very much, and I hope that you partner with us on Poly. Thank you, and stay safe.
Thank you, sir. Partners, if you have noticed, there's a difference in the setup now. I'm using a Poly studio camera and a Voyager 4220 headset. So I hope these new devices or new gadgets will help us deliver the message successfully. At this point, allow me to direct your attention to this video that we are going to share with you to help you gain a better understanding of Poly solutions. We continue with the executive address from Poly to announce the partnership of VST ECS with Poly. Our speaker is Shirish Joshi, the Director of APAC Channel Sales, Poly. He leads Poly APAC channels and distribution strategy across the theater, drives business planning with the company's partners, and strengthens Poly's go-to-market and distribution strategies. With extensive channels experience in the industry across APAC, Joshi has previously held various leadership roles for Cisco Systems from 1996 to 2011. And prior to joining Polycom for Poly in 2015, he was the Channels and Alliances Director for the ASEAN region at Citrix Systems. Good morning, sir. Please go ahead and proceed with your executive address.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, everyone, and a very, very warm welcome to all of you out here today who have joined in. On behalf of Poly, I would like to congratulate and extend a very warm welcome to Jimmy and the entire VST ECS Philippines team to the Poly family. As Poly expands its portfolio across video, voice, and headsets, we believe VST ECS, with its strong leadership team, dedicated sales, technical resources, ISR resources, and a very broad access to partners across multiple locations in Philippines, will add significant value to our partner ecosystem. So thank you very much, VST ECS team, for joining us and being part of our partner ecosystem. It is also my privilege to share Poly's opportunity and vision today with our entire channel partner community who have taken the opportunity to join this event. Thank you very much again. Poly recently turned 60 years old, which makes us extremely proud. We were in the cockpit in the 1960s when pilots first needed a better way to hear and be heard by air traffic controllers. And we were there for the longest business trip in mankind's history, when our devices transmitted Neil Armstrong's comments about one small step. We've handled calls from tens of thousands of conference room tables, and shipped over 30 million IP phones and over 150 million headsets during this time. Our video systems have helped governments negotiate treaties, and it has helped doctors cure patients. But still, with all that in the rearview mirror, we have never seen a year like this past one. Everything has changed. As Sir Jimmy pointed out, this is the year where a lot of things became different. The global pandemic changed everything. It proved that the power of collaboration, which we always believed in, the ability to work from anywhere, was as strong and vital as we have been saying it all along for the last so many decades. It made us treasure the moments we could spend with our family, with our near and dear ones, and also it enabled us to understand the power of video. It kept many of us in business. As we begin the process of emerging from the pandemic, we strongly believe that things will never return to normal. In fact, as people call it, the new normal. Digital transformation, cloud communication, smart mobile devices, the emergence of high quality video and audio were already underway. The pandemic has just changed the pace at which all this is happening. Collaboration is now moving to the cloud. Cloud platforms like Teams and Zoom and many others existed before this for the last 8 to 10 years. But this last year proved how important it is to be able to rely on them for communications that keep the organizations operating, regardless of where people happen to be on a given day. Collaboration showed us that it was ready. Collaboration itself, the technology was ready for the challenge that we now have in front of us. And people around the world now know that. So think about that for a moment. Just a short couple of years back, this industry was talking about how to make difficult video conferencing easier because people were skeptical about using it. People were shy to come on video. In fact, we always used to have instances where we had video conference rooms, but many a times people would be shy to come on video. Now everybody uses video so much that we talk about it so much that we talk about fatigue. We've come a long way, and we've come a long way very, very fast, very rapidly. So given that kind of a change that is happening today, what is our vision? As you can see, people are working from everywhere, right? And in this new way of working, the most important question in front of our customers is how do you create equity between those who are in the office and those who are not? The more customers that we talk to, the more we are struck by the same fundamental need that they all have. Our customers, regardless of where they are, what industry they are in, they want total equality. Between the people who are in the conference rooms and people who are outside the conference room, working from home, working from cafes, working from factory environments, etc. Stated very simply, this is our vision. Total equality between those in the room and those who are not. This vision applies to all kinds of verticals. It applies to telemedicine and health clinics, which are remotely connecting to specialists, teachers working with middle school students, say, for example, who are engaged in Zoom or Zoom video in the classroom, board level brainstorming with directors spread around the world, and multiple other such scenarios. Some of our customers have referred to this as an impedance mismatch for those who are technically inclined. Or in fact, if we don't have this equality, there is a chance that people who are sitting on the other side may have a second-class citizen kind of feeling. Okay, and we would like to. Our vision is to correct that. Our vision is to build total equality out here. Nobody wants to miss a sale because they have missed a key question in a sidebar conversation. Say, for example, nobody wants to hold a job interview without being able to connect like a human being and get non-verbal cues out there on what's really happening. Nobody wants to feel like a second-class citizen when they are in a remote location and others are in this office. So what does this all mean for Poly? That's what our mission is. Our mission is about connecting people, technology, and spaces. We believe that this represents the future of work. We plan on positioning Poly at the forefront of delivering this future: people, technology, and spaces. So how do we do that? We are bringing in best of class devices and using advanced technologies and insights to take a very comprehensive approach to our customers' collaboration requirements. This means we'll be combining hardware, software, and services to connect people, spaces, and technology, enabling the future of work. You can see the tremendous amount of opportunity that lies in front of you as our partners in order to cater to our customer base today with this as a background. At Poly, we have doubled down on our commitment to excellence. We fully intend to take the leadership role in this industry by solving the most pressing problems of what we call as hybrid meetings, getting closer to our key customers, improving our productivity across the board. We should already see that today, Poly is much easier to do business with than before, and we've only just begun. You can see some of the initiatives that we are doing out here. Our markets are growing. We want to grow faster than them. That means we'll be taking share. We will execute well. With our recent product launches, we've got outstanding products. We are coming from a position of strength. We are bringing more devices and more software offerings into the marketplace. And with your help as our partners, we will be clear leaders in the collaboration market. So here at Poly, we couldn't be more proud of our heritage and more excited about our future. We sincerely appreciate your commitment to us. Poly is equally or more committed to you. We have invested in our partner programs, on our new partner portal, new tools, new collaterals, a lot of new things out there along with our new products. Our commitment is to be a partner-obsessed organization. We look forward to all the giant leaps we will be making together as a team over the coming years. But the best indication of all our collective work globally is our incredible partner and customer base. With the help of our partner ecosystem, Poly today is embedded in thousands of the most respected organizations in the world. 100% of the Fortune 500 have purchased Poly equipment and services in the last 2 years. A majority of the Forbes Global 2000 have too. Many of these companies you will recognize out here. They're operating in Philippines too. But with the new product portfolio, we have it within us to also cater to multitudes of other organizations. We can all absolutely feel proud of the company we keep. And this kind of a customer base definitely, you would agree, gives us the credibility with other organizations around the world that haven't yet adopted Poly. We are proud to be associated with VST ECS Philippines and our great partner ecosystem in Philippines. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to talk to all of you. With that, I would like to hand it back to the MC.
Thank you, sir, for the trust and confidence. Indeed, technology has played a critical role to sustain relationships, access digital services, and ultimately attain equality. At this point, let me call on Mr. Henry Rodriguez, the country manager for Poly Philippines, to present the virtual plaque of distributorship to VST ECS. Henry joined Plantronics in September 2018, and within a short time stabilized the business. He is an industry veteran with a total experience of more than 30 years. He spent most of his past life at Cisco and Alcatel-Lucent, with his last assignment being country manager of Cisco Philippines before joining Plantronics. Good morning, Henry. Please go ahead.
Good morning again, everyone. On behalf of Poly, I would like to present this plaque of distributorship to VST ECS as a confirmation of our appointment and partnership. We are delighted to welcome you to the roster of our distribution partners. May this plaque be a symbol of our commitment to grow the Poly business in the Philippines together. Thank you and stay safe.
Once again, thank you, Poly, for this partnership and for trusting us. Congratulations, VST ECS, for this added layer of opportunities to grow our business. We now move on to a quick deep dive of the Poly portfolio. And our speaker is Hee-Boon Lo. He has been the Senior Solutions Architect since 2011 with Polycom, and currently he is the APAC Field Product and Competitive Intelligence Manager. Thank you, Hee-Boon. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Maurice. Hi, good morning, everyone. Hope you can see my content and hear my voice. So, as Maurice have introduced me, I'm Hee-Boon or Hee-Ban. Okay, or sometimes people just call me HB. I am a field product manager, right? In charge of APAC station in Singapore. So today, right? First of all, right? Really happy to meet up with all the new resellers of VST ECS, and I want to say a big thank you to VST ECS first, right? For organizing this webinar. It gives us a chance to meet up with the new partners. Of course, right? It also gives us a chance to showcase to you, right, some of Poly products. And another shout out to Mao and his team. I think they have been very professionals and efficient, right, in setting up this webinar. Now, I'm going to jump straight into the agenda. My agenda is very simple. What I'm going to do for you, right, is I'm going to run through, right, some of the changing landscape of work, right, back in office, and of course nowadays, right, back at home. After that, right, I'm going to share with you, what are Poly's solution, their strength and advantage, and of course the Poly brand, the strength itself, and how actually our solution, right, can help our customer to create a more productive working environment, a more conducive meeting environment. And of course, along the way, I'm definitely going to highlight to you some of our Poly products, and I may drop in a demo here or there, okay, as we go along. So that is the agenda, and I'm just going to start off with what we call video revolution or evolution, right? Back in 2019, I think when COVID just have not hit us, rather, right? Back in 2019, video conferencing, right, as it is, right, it's more confined, right, to the office and to the room setting, maybe big, small room, all these kind of things. And it's a very controlled environment. The lightings and the acoustic of that room, right, is controlled, is fixed in that sense. And for us to have that video conferencing meeting, we tend to go to that room. And as Shiris has pointed out, right, a lot of us are shy. As you know, we don't really use video conferencing that much. However, back in 2020, when COVID really hit us, a lot of our enterprise as well as no employee like us, right, we're scrambling to find out, hey, what should I do next? Because business need to go on, right? And the collaboration and communication need to continue. And for the IT management people, right, the administrator, all this, they discover, hey, those video conferencing equipment they have in the room, right, cannot be really shifted back to the home. And for those employees that were asked to work at home, right, at first, we did use the laptop, the microphones, the speakers, right? And of course, the camera to do our video conferencing. However, as we go along, we start discovering, right, the built-in cameras, microphones, right, are not good enough. In fact, right, a lot of us are struggling with things like productivities, struggling with noise disturbance, all these kind of things. And of course, the stress of continuing having video conferencing, right, using a laptop. So those are the few things that is happening in 2020. Now in 2021, things have changed. We are all human and we learn, right? So what is going on in 2021 is all of us, right, even the people who don't use video conferencing, we're exposed to video conferencing. In fact, right, it's the de facto communication and collaboration kind of solution. And the words Zoom and Microsoft Teams, right, have worked into our lexicon of words, right, that we tend to use nowadays, right? Why don't we set up Zoom meeting, all these kind of things. And for those users that have been working at home, nowadays we call them hybrid workers or hybrid working. Guess what? They have a taste of working at home. They like it, they enjoy it, and a lot of enterprise also realize it's workable. In fact, right, within our Poly, right, our own survey has shown that hybrid working is here to stay. And we purposely actually create a range of products, right, for those hybrid workers. So that is what's going on in the video world. This is just another slide to show you, right, some of the surveys that institutions have been conducting. So what it does is it basically compares pre-COVID and post-COVID kind of setup. So what it means here is that future expectation is that all of us are going to work in multiple locations. For me, right, it's happening already. As you know, sometimes I come back to the office, sometimes I work at home, and I traverse right across these two locations. And there are occasions I start working in Starbucks, for example, right? So those are a few things that is going to change and is going to stay. Another more interesting result of this survey is that work from home is here to stay. This so far is a confirmation. Okay, compared to last time pre-COVID, 45% or 40% say, oh, I may work from home. But now, right after we are experiencing COVID as we go along, right, 65% say, yes, I'm going to work at home. Now, seeing this chart is great, but also keep in mind, right, the world is big. There's a lot of enterprise. There will be a group of enterprise user, right, or employee, right, or office, right, who say, guess what? No, I still need to depend on the office for my work. So does it mean work from home is here to stay, remote worker is here to stay? No, totally everyone is abandoning office concept. No, not at all. What is happening back in the office is there are more renovation, right, to so-called create co-spaces. Co-spaces are spaces that is more flexible, more dynamic, such that no employee can come back to work if necessary, right? Those are a few things that is happening in the world. Now, if we were to relate what I've just mentioned, right, those surveys, changes of multiple locations, right, as well as the evolutions of video, right, this is a very, very important slide, right, for you, right, my partners, my customers, right. What we're trying to showcase here is this is the full range of Poly portfolio. No other vendors, right, you can find in this world today, right, can cover the whole spectrum of collaboration and communication. devices. And this is one of the strengths you as our partner, right, you should leverage on. What do I mean by that? If you approach any customer or enterprise, right, not all of them are into, for example, using laptop as a communication platform, right? So in that case, they may want a desk phone, or not all of them will want headset, right, as a video conferencing kind of platform devices solution. Then you may need a solution. So the idea here is that you may approach a lot of customers. Different customer enterprise user will demand different kind of usage scenario. Guess what? Poly, right, is here for you. We have the full range of product, right, for you to pick and choose. I always like to say this, right? Not all customers will need all the solution that we have, but definitely, right, we will have one solution that your customer needs. So this is a very, very important slide as well as strength, right? You can leverage on. Now, this one is just another segmentation of Poly product. So on the left-hand side, right, what we have here are basically an office setup. So within the office, of course, right, we will have the medium-sized room, the large room, as well as the personal small rooms. Again, with our Studio X, our Microsoft Teams rooms, right, you can cover all these rooms. However, on the individual desk kind of setup, right, guess what? They may use headset or they may use desk phone, right? So again, solution for you. Now, on the right is something newer because of COVID. We actually created a range of a new solution, which we call a P series. And what they are basically USB device, but very powerful USB devices for video communication. So we have our P series, which later I'll go into details. And now I was commenting, right? I believe Shirish just now was using a P5 camera, right? Which is this camera over here. So right now I was quite amazed at the sharpness. I'm staring at 275-inch screen over here. So Shirish was coming off as very, very sharp. Now, this slide is talking about partnership, which again, Shirish had mentioned, but I want to discuss it in another way. So partnership, right, can be what we call sales and marketing kind of partnership. Of course, on the most fundamental level, right, is our product, our endpoints, right, interworking with all these collaboration platforms. So the more bigger names, of course, Microsoft and Zoom, they are our very, very close partners. However, we also sell contact center, right, product, which is very important in Philippines, right? For example, our product headsets or even desk phone, right, will work with Five9 and Genesys. Then for in-room control, we have Extron. So those are the fundamentals of partnership. But the key thing I want to highlight to you, right, especially for some of these platforms, right, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, right, Blue Jeans, LogMeIn, right, the partnership is so tight. What do I mean by that? Well, we actually, or rather this vendor actually have their application, right, loaded into our video conferencing endpoint. For example, the X50 and the X30. So what we do, which is very different from other vendor, is we can load multiple applications into our endpoints and we can reboot to a Microsoft Teams. And next year, for example, you switch platform and you go to Zoom, you can still use the same hardware and then boot to Zoom native interface, or boot to LogMeIn native interface. The whole idea here is very simple. It's a protection of investment, right, for your customer. They do not need to source for new equipment, just to use another video conferencing platform. So that's the idea of this partnership. So we have different layers, but this is I would say the tightest level of collaboration, right? Now, award and accolades, right? So I'm not going to go into details here, but I'm just going to zoom in on some of the award that we won. Now, the key thing here I want to showcase here is Best of Show Award for 2020, which is the Studio X series. This is a Europe kind of AV technology event, integrated system, okay, Europe, that's what it's called. So we won Best of Show for the Studio X. Then most recently, as in this year, just a few weeks ago, right, Microsoft actually, right, okay, put us in as the 2021 Partner of the Year finalist. We did not win the award, but I still want to showcase here. Why I'm very proud of this award is this, okay? There's no other video or UC collaboration platform vendors, right? For example, Logitech, Jabra, okay, and Crestron, Yearling, all this. They are not in the finalists. Only Poly is in this finalist. That just goes to show, right, how close is our relationship with Microsoft, for example, right? The tightness we do. And yesterday, I just received another one. We won the best endpoint, best work from home products, okay, with this UC Award 2021. You may think, hey, you guys won a lot of, Poly win a lot of awards, but why? If I was to sum it up, right, it's always have to do with the user, consistent experiences. You'll notice that all my range of product, right, have the consistent kind of features. If you talk about noise block, which later I'll go into details, it is across the portfolio, right? So those are a few things I just want to highlight to you is consistent user experience across the different products. Maybe headset, maybe room conferencing. That is our strength. Okay, chess icon, that is a question coming up from here. Okay, now I'm just going to highlight to you, right, some of our product functions and features, right, that we are very well known, right? Poly is very well known. Now, you know that with those work from home, right, or rather, let's take up the office setup. Office, right, is a very, I would say, confined space. There are still noise and disturbance, but maybe your colleague, hammering away on the keyboard, some paper sound here and there. So those are still disturbance. However, now with COVID, right, a lot of us working at home, things have changed. Now the disturbance, right, are no longer that keyboard sound. Guess what? There may be traffic sound, vacuum sound, dog barking, all these. All these are what I call noise disturbance that actually, right, will affect productivity working from home, right? And I stay in a flat in Singapore, right? What is happening is, I don't know why, but a lot of people are doing renovation, right? When they do renovation, it's next to impossible to do conferencing. But with Poly technology, right, we can do that, or rather, I can do that. So I'm just going to highlight a few again. I think the first one that we're very famous for is called noise block. In this case, it's noise block AI. Ability to filter out those non-human sound, which is noise, right? So out in the market, there are also vendors that does that, but we do a slight difference. Our AI inside our devices can actually really identify conversation, human sound, versus, for example, noise. And when we talk and then the sound is ongoing, right, you literally cannot hear those noise or disturbance, but you can only hear my voice. Later, I'll show you a demo video of that. So that is one of our key technology. And I also show you beamforming microphones. Beamforming microphones right now is abilities of that microphones in that video conferencing device, right, to pick up long distance. Again, long distance right now pick up without you, the user, right, having to use your remote control. And with our X50, we actually can have a long distance pickup from far away, actually up to 7.6 meters. Having a long distance pickup range is one thing, but that also means, right, you pick up a lot of noise and disturbance along the way, right? So that's where the noise block AI can so-called interwork with this beamforming technology. So that is something that I want to highlight to all of you. Lots of technology. I'm not going to go through because of time constraint, right? You can definitely find out more, right, in YouTube, which we have a lot of video, or in my website. So next one, I'm just going to play a video. In the video, right, we're going to showcase beamforming first, followed by noise block AI technology. So it's a video, and this lady, her name is Angela. She's actually in charge of this place, right, which we call the PEC. Poly Experience Center. This is where we bring in our customer. So we did a recording, and you're going to see the technology. Okay, I'm going to play the video now. Hopefully you guys can hear the sound.
Hi everyone, and now I'm actually using the X50 to speak to you. You can hear and see the quality of it. I'm going to do a couple of demonstrations on the X50 audio technology as well as the speaker tracking functions. So on audio technology itself, right, I'm going to show you noise block AI, acoustic fans, and also beamforming microphones. So let's talk about beamforming microphone first. Beamforming microphone itself, right, can actually amplify my voice even if I'm very far away from the device. So the microphone pickup range of this X50 is about 7.6 meters. And I'm going to do a quick demonstration, which is to walk backwards and talk at the same time. And you'll be able to hear that my voice, the volume is actually quite consistent, even if I'm really far away from the device. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm actually in this corner of my room, I would say about 8 meters away from the device itself, and you're still able to hear my voice loud and clear. So no matter where you're sitting in your conference room itself, right, you don't have to worry that your voice will not be heard from the far end. Your voice will be able to heard from the far end loud and clear. So that's the beamforming microphone technology that we have. And you know, with social distancing, people may be sitting far apart, and tendency of them sitting all the way to the back is there. So they don't have to worry, their voice will not be heard. Next, I'm going to show you is actually noise block AI. So what noise block AI does, right, it actually suppresses the background noise even when I'm speaking. So for instance, if you have a room that has very noisy air vents, I have this mini fan with me and I'm going to turn it on. And you're able to hear all this fan noise that's coming from the fan itself. And my voice is actually not so clear, but I'm going to turn on noise block AI. So once noise block AI is being turned on, you can hear a significant reduction of fan sound itself, and my voice is actually much clearer. So that's noise block AI for you. And last but not
Okay, thank you, Angela. So that was a short video demo of the noise block AI technology, which is available across a lot of our video conferencing product. Some of it is also available right now in our headset product as well. Now, in that demo, right, for example, the noise block AI, right, you notice, right, once she turned on the fan and then talk, right, actually, you know her voice come off, right, to you, right, to us rather, it's very clear, right, with clarity and even loudness. So there is the distinction between Poly and the rest of vendors. Nobody does acoustic technology or treatment right better than Poly. And we have up to 50 years of experience doing this. So that's why I'm going to share with you. Now we talk about tracking video technologies. Again, just to point back to what Shiris had mentioned. Nowadays, right, we're talking about equality, right, within the video conferencing. A lot of survey have found, right, those people that is working from home, the hybrid workers, right, they do not get the same attention, right? They do not get the same attention as those people that is having that meeting right back in the room in the office. So we talk about equality, and one of the so-called function and features that is super important, right, is what we call tracking, right? Camera tracking abilities, right, of the camera to keep track of me, okay, if I'm the presenter or if I'm the active speakers. Again, just to share with you, right, our partners. Okay, Poly does it very differently. As you know, first of all, we have many kinds of tracking technologies. Compared to other vendors, they have one, the most two, but we have a lot. So just to highlight to you, right, for example, we have speaker track, in which if I'm the active speaker, right, the camera will focus on me, right? This is one of the tracking technology. Group framing is, right, without me having to speak, right, you'll try to detect the human in that room and try to frame them up. And you'll detect using the eyes, mouth, or silhouette, shoulders, all this, right, to find out who is in the room. And the more advanced technology that we have, right, is what I call presenter mode or conversation mode. Okay, and the latest one we have is something called production AI. Okay, so production AI is when you transit across the room, right, of different people, right, then we can add in actually, a very smooth transition, right? Not just a normal pen tilt kind of thing, but the effect here is as if you are watching a movie. It's very cinematic, right? To make it feel very comfortable. Again, the whole idea of all this tracking technology is, the person that is doing the talking, the speaking, right, he need to be that focus. And this is where the tracking technology helps. Now, my next video, the demo, right, I'm going to present presenter mode, okay? Presenter mode is a special kind of tracking. Think of it this way. If you are, for example, a trainer or teacher back at home, okay, you need to move around, or you like moving around when teaching your student, right? this particular technology will keep a very tight focus on you, right? It's as if, right, there's a tiny cameraman doing the pen tip and zoom. Okay, let's watch the video. Hi again. Now I'm demonstrating another of our Poly video conferencing technology, which we call presenter mode. Presenter mode is a camera tracking technology. As you can see, right, as I walk around, the camera tries its best to keep track on me. Nowadays, if we are to work at home, likelihood will be forced to sit by the desk. With this technology, right, it's as if there's a tiny cameraman sitting inside the webcam and doing the actual pen tilt zoom. If you're educated, you'll be using a whiteboard. You can also share information with the student, and the camera will also keep track of you. Or if you're a salesperson and you're trying to pitch or showcase a product, you can also use this particular technology, right, and do your actual presentation. Thank you. Hi again. Now, okay, thank you, Hiban twin brothers. So that is right, me showcasing that presenter mode. You can see that the tracking is actually very tight. I can actually do yoga here, right? And the camera will actually pen tilt down, up and down to showcase me. So that's presenter mode. Now the next section, right, okay, which I left about 15 minutes, I'm just go through the products. And the original idea was not to showcase or tell you or teach you, right, details, right, about product. But I think the takeaway from this section is for you, our new partners, to think about Poly, right? Hey, Poly have this solution, Poly have that solution. The final details, right, can be done through trainings or go to our website, all this kind of thing, right, for you to find out. So product, I'm going to go through pretty fast, okay? The first range of products, I think everyone is very familiar, which is the headset. Now, headset, right, Poly is very famous, right? And we have a different kind of headset that is wired, which we call black wire, right? And then we also have the Bluetooth, right? Most of the time, right, people know us. We are very well known for this product range called the Voyager series. Right now, we have the Voyager Focus 2, which is one of the latest products. And wireless, right, can also mean DAC also. So DAC is a new, not so a new form, a kind of a wireless technology which can so-called stretch further, as in the range can be far away, at the same time with less interference, right? And which another thing that is very important is our Encore Pro for Philippines, because this contact center is a huge market for us. So again, whatever the headset, right, whatever the wearing scenario, right, Poly will have that necessary technology for you. And our solution, right, also employ things like noise block acoustic fans, right? There is no part of this technology that is integrated into all our headset. So that is the Poly headset products, okay? Next one is our sink, SYNC sink, right? Not the kitchen sink, okay? Sink itself, right, it is a Bluetooth speaker phones. And this is for people, again, whether you want to work in office or work at home, right? Who don't like to wear headset for a long time. There are some people like that, okay? But our headset, some of them is actually super light. But the point about this particular Sync is the smallest one that we have, the Sync 20, is for personal usage. You can carry it around in your bag, right? Then you can go to different places and work. Or you can work right back at home, right, with this Sync. And Sync 40 and Sync 60, right, I'll say are the bigger cousin or brothers. They are meant for rooms or bigger rooms. What do I mean by that? Well, Sync 40, right, definitely can cover a room that's sitting up to 5 to 6 people. That's Sync 40. And Sync 60, right, definitely cover a bigger room. Now, the thing to highlight for you here is we also can do daisy chain, Bluetooth daisy chain. In that case, right, 2 Sync, right, can cover a bigger size room. Key highlight for this product is something called the steerable microphones built into all these 3 Sync, right? So with the steerable microphones, right, what it means is that you focus and you identify the active human conversation. So you focus on that human conversation and try to filter out, right, or lower down the volume of the background sound. It's not as good as noise block, right? But it definitely can deliver the job. So that's the Sync. Now, this one is Poly Studio P. P stands for the personal series. We purposely, right, create this product Okay, I'll say no due to the pandemic. Okay, what happened is during the lockdown, the COVID season. Sorry, I use the word season. The COVID period, right? A lot of enterprise came back to us and say, "Hey, Polly, can you help me now? I know my existing equipment of video conferencing cannot work at home, but can you create something, okay, that's easy to use, easy onboarding? Because the workers, right, hybrid workers back at home have no support. So they want this criteria that can so-called enhance the meeting experience, remove all the disturbance and noise back at home, which is again common. So, and of course, right, finally, easy on the budget. And this is what the P series is about. So we have 3 items, okay, P5, it is a personal webcam, but it's a webcam with a super good microphones, right? So this is something to take note with low light compensation, all this. Then we have the P15, all-in-one collaboration. So this is microphone, camera, right, 4K, all integrated into one, again with group framing, right, noise block technology, all built into this. And we also have a P21. This is really all-in-one, including the monitor. So you can use this for video conferencing, or you can use this right now as a secondary monitor. So that is a P series. That's for, okay, not as sexy as the rest of the product, but still very, very important, right, for some service provider and for some enterprise user. I won't go into details, but also want to highlight to you is my phones, right, can change the operating system so-called. So for example, I can run Zoom native or Teams native, depending on the enterprise usage. At the same time, right, our phones, right, which we call CCX series, and this is not just the whole family of phones, we have a lot, but I just highlight the top end. So with our CCX series, right, you actually can buy a phone without a handset. So the whole idea is you can pair it wired or wirelessly with a headset. So you can see this is a more unusual phone and it has less footprint, right? So that is a CCX phone. And of course, what have made Poly famous, right, last time when we were known as Polycom, right, is the Trio, okay? So no, the Starfish audio conferencing product. So nowadays have evolved into something more stealth looking, which we call the Trio. So Trio, the Trio C60, the Trio 8800, 8500. What they are, right, are audio conferencing product for a room that can cover up to 6 meters and then interconnect with the various communication platform. Can even connect to Cisco, connect to Microsoft Teams, Zoom, or anything. And again, right, the native team experience, right, you can reboot it from Zoom to Teams, all this kind of thing, or even to OpenSync. So that is the Trio smart conference phone. And this one is the Poly Studio USB. So I was the one to share with you right now. I helped launch this product, right? So there was a big launch. Why there was a big launch for this product is because this is our flagship USB product. It has been launched 2 years already. And up till today, 2 years later, right, it's still one of our best-selling products. It's very simple. It is USB all-in-one collaboration bar. It has a 4K camera, multiple microphones for beamforming, for tracking technology, and very, very good speakers. So you bring in your own laptop, connect to the studio, and you can have your video conferencing with all the features thrown in. Just now, the presenter mode was executed by the Poly Studio USB. So this is one of the key selling products. Now, all the while, right, I've been talking about USB product, meaning that you need a PC or laptop to have that video conferencing. But what if you want a room more standalone kind of video conferencing product? This is where you can so-called introduce your customer the Poly Studio X50 as well as the X30. So I have another product range here I did not mention, which is the G7500. But what all these products are Android-based video conferencing. You do not need a PC, you do not need a laptop. And the whole idea is very seamless. To book a conference, right, you basically send your calendar invite, okay, to all these endpoints. And once you walk into the room, you click and join. Again, one of the key features for us, right, okay, is that it's multiple platform. For the Studio X50 and X30, you can run Teams, Zoom, Log Me In, Starleaf, 8x8, Blue Jeans. all with a native interface. So that is one of the uniqueness of the Poly Studio X50 and X30. And I'm coming to you right now using a G7500, right, running with an eGuide. Again, no, the final details, I'm afraid, right, time constraint, you have to find out more yourself. But just take note, these are standalone, in which you do not need to bring a laptop. And finally, okay, the last range of product I want to just to throw it out there is the Microsoft Teams Room. These are dedicated video conferencing product that is dedicated to run Microsoft Teams conferencing. And the uniqueness here in this case is there is a PC running Windows, but it's not your off-the-shelf Windows. These are Windows IoT. And we can pair it with a lot of cameras. So for the small room, we can pair it with the studio USB if you want. For the big room, right, you can pair it with eGuide directors. And eGuide director by itself, right, can cover 10 meter by 10 meter. You have two of them, you can cover literally 30 meters room. So that is the power of the Microsoft Teams room. And again, for Microsoft Teams product, right, it's all about consistent user interface. Now, if your enterprise user know how to use a Teams client, they will know how to use a Teams phone, and they will know how to use a Teams room device, because it's all consistent user interface. It's the experience that Microsoft is going for, right? So that's it. And finally, my last page, right, just to do it as a good summary. So with Poly product, right, basically, we have a device, right? Solution for every customer needs, for every usage scenario. You will find headset, rooms, that's what all these are for you. And things that I have not mentioned just now is the management and insight. Although we sell codec-based room system conferencing, we also sell USB. All our USB product is manageable, which is very important for enterprise user. If you sell it to someone, right, that buy 10 units from you, 10 headset, definitely they don't need management. But if you think big, right, 100, 200, guess what? Management become very, very important. That's where we have our Poly Lens, right, on the cloud management. We also have our PMP, all this. And of course, right, we also have Poly services. These are our tier 1 to tier 4 kind of support. So you can buy different kind of support package, right, tie it with the devices. So the whole idea is Poly is really one of the only vendor, right, that can really I won't use the word customize, but have all the necessary portfolio, services, and support, right, for your customer, which create better, I will say even stickiness and customer value, right, for your customer. And with that, okay, that's the end of my page. I hope you guys enjoyed that. A big thank you for you. Again, very excited to meet up with all of you again. Okay, I'm going to hand this over to Maurice.
Thank you, HB. Minimize this. Yes. Thank you, HB. Minimize distractions, maximize engagement. No one does it better than Poly. Okay, partners, we are seeing your post on Facebook and Twitter. Again, a reminder, please make sure to use our official hashtags. That's hashtag Reinvent Productivity and hashtag VST ECS Partners with Poly. Please make sure to set your post to public so that we'd be able to track your tweets or shares. Again, we are going to award 3 winners for each platform. 3 for Facebook and 3 for Twitter. Our official handles for Facebook, it's VST ECS Phils Inc. And for Twitter, it's at VST ECS. Okay, so from the product presentations, let's discover the many joys of selling Poly products and the benefits of partnering with VST ECS and Poly. Our speaker is Christoph Villera, the Channel Business Manager, Poly Philippines. Okay, go ahead, Christoph.
Thank you, Mao.
Welcome.
So let me try to push my screen. Before anything else, I would like to congratulate again Sir Jimmy and the whole VST team for this partnership with Poly. This is just the beginning, and I can't actually imagine what's to come. And of course, I'm equally excited to greet all of our partners who are present here right now. Grabe ang bibilis ng mga kamay for the spot game. And yeah, I hope that we can meet soon, may it be physically or virtually. And I hope that we can grow your business together with Poly. So thank you, Mao, for the introduction earlier. So you may call me Toff. I manage the channel business of Poly in the Philippines. So prior to Poly, I managed tier 2 partners in Cisco. I joined Poly last 2018, and it has been very exciting ever since. So with all the channel or partner related concerns, I am your person, I am your guy. And right now, I will be discussing with you everything about the Poly Partner Program, why Poly, what are the benefits of being a partner. And I hope that we can actually continue and strengthen this partnership with Poly. So let me start with discussing the agenda for today. So I'll be discussing why Poly Partner Program, what is the Poly Partner Program all about, the program structure and benefits, and of course the program measurement. So by the way, before I proceed for the first agenda, as what Hibon mentioned earlier, I'm actually using one of our newest Blackwire headsets. It's the Blackwire 8225. So I hope that my voice is crystal clear and that I may be able to convey the message of today's program. So why Poly Partner Program? So a brief summary or overview of the Poly Partner Program. This was launched 2019, so it's very new. So we launched a unified partner program because before, as everyone knows, we have two separate partner programs, the Polycom partner program, the Plantronics partner program. And 2019, when we launched this Poly partner program, it has kept it has been evolving ever since. So there has been new updates, and what I will be showing with you right now are the latest updates of this unified Poly partner program. So why register with Poly? Why become a partner with Poly? Ever since we want to make it as simple as possible. We want it to be to make it easy to all our partners, to be seamless on why we do this partnership with Poly. So we have this partner program that everyone can actually access once you register with us, and we want to make sure that we acknowledge your specialization, whether you want to specialize on headsets, voice and video, or the Microsoft related endpoints. So we want it to be based on your focused go-to-market. And for the next slide, I will be discussing actually what is the structure of the program and the benefits. So uh, being a partner of Pole is very simple. I think the only criteria that you need to have is a company website and of course a company email domain. So once you register with us, immediately you will be tagged as a registered partner. And then as you progress your business with Poly, you can actually level up as silver, gold, and platinum. Now let me discuss what are the differentiation of each partner level. How does silver differ from registered, gold from silver, and platinum from gold? So basically, for all the partners of Poly, may it be registered to platinum. So everyone can actually do deal registration. I know that most of the partners are very well inclined of the deal registration. And then you can have access of the partner portal. With the access of the partner portal, you can have this documentation, white paper, competitive intelligences of all the Poly products. And then you can be entitled for the Poly demo program. So there's a these are highly discounted SKUs for a limited quantity. So these are strictly not for resale. So this is for your use as a partner. You can use some of the equipment to be tested by your engineers, or you can use it as the demo for yourselves. And then PEC demo, So PEC, this was mentioned by Hibun earlier. PEC stands for Poly Experience Center. So ever since the lockdown started, we really wanted to highlight and complete a completely virtual demo. So that is based in Singapore, because the challenges during the lockdown, sometimes when we do POC to the customer environment, sometimes they need RT-PCR, they need antigen test. So you can actually check with us whether we can do the PEC demo instead in Singapore. So we have a team in Singapore. I think you saw her earlier, Angela. She can do live demo depending on the product that you'd like to be demoed. So we have actually been doing the PEC demo to some of our customers. And mind you, I think 88 to additional percentage of all the customers that we have done PEC demo with, we were able to close the deal. So once you partner with us, I hope that you can actually maximize this PEC demo that we have here in Poly. And the last thing that you can actually gain out of the partnership with Poly is the Poly University. So we have a lot of certification trainings, a lot of online trainings that is accessible to all the partners, so that your engineers or your sales or everyone from your company would be knowledgeable with Poly. But of course, we can do um, hand-on-hand product enablement training to your team. But this Poly University, this is readily accessible once you have the access of the partner portal. And that is only when you register as a partner of Poly. Okay. And now for the silver, gold, and platinum. So what are the edges of these partners compared to the registered partners? So whenever a customer who does not have any engagement with any Poly resellers yet, so the what they can actually see in the partner locator are the platinum, gold, and silver partners. So they are also entitled for MDF. MDF stands for Marketing Distribution Fund. So for as long as you can discuss with us what your plans for your end users, you have this end user marketing event. So just let VST know or let me know directly so that we can discuss it with our marketing team. And then we can actually support the funding for that activity. And then recently, we launched this product ribbons because, as mentioned earlier, we want uh, we want to highlight the specialization of the partners, whether they want to focus on the video alone, the voice equipment, or they just want to focus on the headsets. So the product ribbons, later I'm going to show you a bigger view of what these ribbons are. So basically, these are the headset partner, voice and video partner, depending on the specialization that you would like to take with Poly. And last but not the least, the differentiation of gold and platinum compared to registered and silver. So the gold and platinum partners that we have in Poly have this quarterly rebate. And of course, they have a designated Poly channel manager. So that is me. I've been closely been engaging with the platinum and gold partners of Poly. But don't worry. So that is based on the program. But here in the Philippines, whenever there's a call for help or call for an opportunity, assistance from Poly, I can actually cater to all of the partners um, for as long as I can, whether you are still registered, silver. But this, I just want to highlight that these are the advantages of being a gold and a platinum partner of Poly. Okay. So when customer locate when a customer would want to find out for any partner for Poly, so this is what will actually appear on the Poly website. And then on the right side, you can actually see when we click on the partner details, the different ribbons. So whether they are um, Real Connect or O365 certified headset, voice, and video partners. So depending, because I think some of the partners have this close engagement with Microsoft, and then they want to focus on this Microsoft-related Poly devices and endpoints. So you can actually focus on that track with Poly. So there are different tracks, and that is what I'm showing on this next slide. So these are our solution ribbons. So this is eligible for all the silver, gold, and platinum partners. So whether you want to be headset, video, voice, or a combination of headset and voice, or the combination of the three, headset, voice, and video partner. So you can actually have those ribbons. And then the certification ribbons, as you can see, whether you want to be O365, video certified, etc., etc. I think this is one good thing to differentiate us depending on our capabilities and expertise. And you can actually embed it in your company profile or your email domain that you are a Poly, for example, real presence clarity certified. So these are just some of the example of the ribbons and specializations that you can actually obtain out of the partnership with Poly. Okay. So these are the examples of the badges and badges containing the ribbons. So for example, if we have 3 platinum partners, this is how they will be differentiated depending on the ribbons that they will be certified on with Poly. And now let me discuss the program measurement. How do we actually level up from being a registered to silver, gold, and platinum partner? So before I discuss this, in Poly, we follow the measurement that we have is based on our fiscal year. So it starts April, for example, April of 2021, and then it ends on the last day of March 2022. As you can see on the note on this side, so that is the fiscal year of Poly, and during that period, that is how the partners are being measured depending on the accumulated points they have with Poly. So by the end of the fiscal year, so we tally all the points, and that is how we check whether they are qualified to already be a silver, gold, or platinum partner. So in Poly, in order for us to check and measure the level of partners, we have this what we call 3C. So it's contribution, commitment, and capability. So contribution, basically it relates to the revenue, the business that you are making with Poly. Commitment, so that pertains to the demo purchase, the deal registration, the growth in the deal registration, the number of POCs, the number of PEC that you have availed with Poly, and then capability. This pertains to all the trainings, the certification, the online webinars that you can access in the partner portal. So in overview, those are the 3Cs, and that is how we measure the points of the partners in order for them to attain a higher level of metal with the Poly partner program. And then this is new. So this is the latest update with our Poly partner program. So basically, on the previous partner program, it should be that partner should attain a level of points on each C, a level of points under contribution, capability, and commitment. But on the newest update of the partner program, which started April of this year, so it's actually 2 of the 3 Cs. So the base one is the contribution. So this is the revenue. So you can actually choose whether contribution and capability or contribution and commitment. So this is the sample points. And then, for example, to give you a better view, contribution and capability, if you choose this one to level up your partnership with Poly, So it should be that most of the associates from your company accomplish a number of trainings in the Poly University. So as you complete all of the trainings, all of the certification that is present in the Poly University, that is how you ramp up your level with Poly. So whether silver, gold, and platinum. And of course, with the base contribution that you are making with Poly. And then if it is contribution and commitment, so contribution is revenue, and then plus commitment. So this is actually the number of POCs, the number of deal registration, the growth in deal registration, PEC, and then demo purchase with Poly. So that is how this is being calculated. So you can choose either of the two, whether contribution and capability or contribution and commitment. And this is the sample point. So you don't have to worry. Maybe you'll be asking, so how do I actually track my points when I make business with Poly? So you can have access on the Poly Partner Portal, and then the points that is present in the Poly Partner Portal is actually refreshed on a weekly basis. And then if you have clarifications or if you have questions about the points that you're currently getting with Poly, you can immediately or directly ask VST or myself so that we can track the points that we have with Poly, and then we can know which part do we lack in order for us to attain, for example, a gold level with Poly or a platinum. And then on the lower side, the lower part of the slide, this is a sample calculation, the differentiation of points between silver, gold, and platinum. And I want to highlight this because, as what Boss Jimmy said earlier, we have another lockdown this Friday. We have this Delta variant, and I think this global pandemic will not be leaving us anytime sooner. And the technology, as mentioned by Hibun earlier, the acoustic fence, the active noise cancellation, noise block AI, all of these are designed for this next normal. In Poly, we are not actually discussing about the new normal anymore. We are discussing about the next normal. And I think this is the best time to partner with Poly to deliver the right technology during this time of pandemic. And of course, um, I think the next action item for all the partners, if you are not registered with Poly yet, so you can apply to become a partner today. So the link is very simple below. So it's just partners.poly.com. As mentioned earlier, you just need a company website and company email domain. That's how easy it is to be a partner with Poly. And then you can, once you are registered as a partner of Poly, you can access all of these documentations, white papers, competitive intelligences. You can have access of the Poly University where you can have your employees be trained of the different products and technologies that we have. At the same time, grow your points with Poly. So basically, those are the things that I want to discuss when we speak about the Poly Partner Program. So right now, Mao and team, let me know if I still have time. So I'm open for any Q&A or question and answer from the partners. Let me know if there are any questions from the chat as well.
All right, partners, please use the Q&A panel for your questions. We will have 5 minutes for the Q&A portion. Prof, earlier we received a question. This was submitted in the chat window from Mr. James. This was during HCB's presentation. The voice compensation for large room is very impressive. Do you have a YouTube video for these features that we can show to our customers?
Okay, so to answer that question, if you are registered partner of Poly, you can actually download all of the latest videos that showcase our technology in the Poly Partner Portal. However, we want it to be more flexible as well. I think a number. We have a YouTube channel as well, where you can actually download some of the videos from Poly showcasing our technologies.
Okay, we have received a question. How many
Questions.
sales or pre-sales are required to take the online certification? And the
Yep.
other one is, how about the demo units available?
Yeah.
Go
Thank
ahead,
you
Prof.
for the first question. Thank you, Shali, for raising that question. So in the partner portal, there are individual certifications and company certifications. So for the individual certification, it requires only one sale or one pre-sales. And then for the company certification, it must be both the sales and pre-sales to complete these certifications online in the Poly Partner Portal. And for the second question, how about the demo units? Available po ba? So for the demo units, um, we have this data of the usual demo units that are being requested by the for example, if we need to do demo to some of our customers and uh, we shared it with our disty, so maybe some of the demo units are available with our disty, but if not yet available with our disty, we can check with the Poly, the local team of Poly. So you can check with me, and I think for the rest of the Poly local team, if we have this available demo units. However, I think everyone is aware of the material constraint happening recently. So what I suggest for all the partners is we actually leverage on the Poly demo program. So the Poly demo program, these are NFR SKUs or not for resale SKUs in Poly, wherein it is highly discounted, but only on a given quantity. So that is actually one way for us to cater the demo request of some of our customers. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Partners, please continue to send us questions so that our resource persons or speakers from Poly would be able to address them.
So the question of Sir Rico, does Poly have been able to adapt to the new normal given the circumstances during this pandemic in terms of availability of its mainstream products? So to answer this question, I think on the beginning of lockdown, we had this challenge on the supply, especially on the headsets, because the demand was really huge during the start of lockdown last March when it started. However, with your question about the availability of the mainstream products, despite the material constraint as mentioned before, we have been proactively planning together with our distributors and of course our supplies and availability team in the region to proactively come up with a plan in order for us to provide the needed products and technology by the customer. So if ever you have urgent products, urgent critical requirement for the customers, let VST ECS know immediately or myself directly so that we can proactively plan with our supply and production team. Thank you, Sir Rico, for the question. Go ahead, Mao.
Let me continue. Allow me to call on Arlene once again for the closing remarks. Arlene, go ahead.
So again, thank you everyone. Reinvent productivity anytime, anywhere. That's the theme of today's partnership launch. Sounds like a resolute charge, isn't it? Then again, with VST ECS and Poly partnership, this is a mantra that is very much feasible. According to a study, by 2024, it is projected that there would be 30% remote workforce globally. That's an approximate 600 million people doing remote work. And what does this number mean to us? It is a huge accessible market which we can all service, especially with VST ECS and Poly as your partners. Together, we are not only aiming to generate incremental businesses, but we seek to be an important player in enabling digital transformation in order to improve user productivity. And as we close this event, providing you with exciting product and solutions portfolio from Poly, we seek to begin and strengthen partnerships as VST ECS once again journeys with you in making life-changing businesses. As host of this event, we would often say, thank you for joining us. But apart from thanking you, let me say to each and everyone, come, join VST ECS and Poly in reinventing productivity. Have an awesome Tuesday, everyone.
Thank you, Arlene. All right. In my queue, can we see Polly with a smile? Okay, so start with Polly. All right. Thumbs up, please. All right. Thank you. That concludes our Poly partnership. Thank you so much, guys, for your presence. Once again, congratulations to all the winners. Please reach out to Arlene Singzon and Date. She is our product manager, and Sel Paras, our Sam. If you could please provide your contact details, Arlene, Day, and Sel in the chat panel so that our attendees would be able to reach out to you immediately or after the event so that they can start their Poly business with us. On behalf of VST ECS and Poly, maraming salamat. This is Maurice Altar. Stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.